Welcome to Living in Grand Rapids, the podcast. I'm Josh May.
I'm Katie Arnold.
I'm Ross Bacon.
And we are three of the microbreweries with Remax of Grand Rapids in Michigan, coming to you with another edition of Living in Grand Rapids. This beautiful summer day here, we get to chat about breweries in and around town with great event space. This is near and dear to our heart. Why, guys? Why is that?
Beer City, USA.
Yeah, that's one reason. And the second reason is because we've had some great client happy hour events at these breweries, or at least a couple of the breweries that we're going to talk about today.
I 100% agree. And both of you are correct. So nice job. I put you guys on the spot there. So who wants to kick us off today?
Let's let Katie go.
Okay.
We all know that Katie loves breweries.
Katie, do you love breweries?
I mean, I can't drink beer, but I do love a brewery that has a really nice event space that has other options. I can get a cocktail, or I can get like a hard cider when they have ciders. So I do love a brewery with a great event space. So I'm going to start us at Grand Rapids Brewing Company. We had our most recent client happy hour event at GRBC. And their event space was great. Their staff was great. It was super, super easy to plan, which as the person on our team who is putting these together, I always really appreciate when planning the event is great. But we had like a huge space all to ourselves. We had the back bar, we had the area with games, and it was a great space. The food was good. People seemed to really, really enjoy it.
That whole area, I didn't even know. Before our event, I went to GRBC. I had no idea they had that whole back area game room thing, which is a pretty nice little addition they added there.
Yeah.
It's a fun place. And in the way that's kind of situated, it's like the front part of Grand Rapids Brewing Company is open to the public. And when there's not events, the whole place is open to the public, but it's really sectioned off very well. So you really feel like you've got a private space there. It's cool. Even if like some kids pop in there, you've got the arcades, and all that stuff's free, which people are kind of surprised by, because there's like all these arcade games, there's all these basketball games, you name it, it's there, and it's all free of charge. You don't have to get the quarters, which is amazing, right? You just keep playing.
Yeah, and people seem to have a blast, so that was awesome.
I didn't know that about the quarter thing.
All free.
Even during our event.
Yeah, nobody was walking around with quarters. Now you know, next time, Ross. So
that's right.
What else we got, Ross? We'll move to you next.
This is I would say this is a great brewery. I just never think to go there as much as I like to. They got fantastic pizza, 2 locations, Harmony Hall and then Harmony Brewing in Easttown. We're going to talk specifically about Harmony Hall because they have the actual event space. Great location, northwest side, right off Bridge Street. And it's a really cool little space up there. They got 2 stories. I believe they're actually adding a beer garden this year.
Right. Yes.
Addition to it. I remember reading something about that. So if you're looking to host an event, northwest side is actually also a great spot because there's parking too for people. There's plenty parking for larger events. They got a great space, and when your event ends, there's still a lot going on around the area too, so you can kind of bar hop up and down the Bridge Street corridor. But Harmony Hall has some fantastic beers, great food there too. That's definitely one that should be considered if you're looking to host an event in the area.
Yeah, and their event room is called like the Monster Room,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all decorated by like a local artist.
Very cool.
That's really cool too. So bring in a little bit more of like the local art scene too.
I love it. Well, I'm going to end the conversation with one of the largest event spaces that breweries have to offer in Grand Rapids is New Holland Brewing Company, specifically the Knickerbocker building on Bridge Street, northwest side. This building came onto the scene probably about a decade ago or so, and it's amazing. There is so much space that the building has to offer, outdoor, indoor, and it can accommodate any size party, really. I mean, you have the option to rent out the entire building if you wanted to, which is, probably, 500, 600, 700 people. But specifically for smaller parties, you can rent out the beer garden, which holds up to 250. You can rent some private rooms, which will accommodate anywhere between 25 to 125. So lots of unique options. And we've had some really great success in the Zeppelin Lounge, which is a cocktail lounge upstairs. That space can fit up to 75. And I feel like that's the most private space available. It's on the second floor. It's in the back, and it's a really, really cool setting. I was very impressed with the service. I was very impressed with the drink options. And I was very impressed with the food there. Now, the other thing about obviously Knickerbocker is they also have spirits. So you can have beer. They make their own spirits. So you've got some really good creative options for everybody there. What do you guys think?
That event turned out great. And I'll say too, like their staff was super great to work with too, to plan that event. So if people are looking to plan an event, regardless of the size, like you said, they have so many different options. Their staff was super easy to work with. Well,
this is a really good conversation because, as Ross said, Grand Rapids is known as Beer City, USA. So, for corporate events coming to town, just any local businesses, what a better way to show off your community than stop by some of these breweries, plan an event there. Really cool spaces that you can utilize. So after you're done checking these places out, we'll certainly let you guys get back to living in Grand Rapids. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to Living in Grand Rapids, the podcast. Please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast and share with your friends. You can find us on Instagram at MayGroupGR or online at marketgrandrapids.com.